Hello everyone, my name is Mary Nkruhmah from Mary's African Cuisine. Today we are here, and that's Malcolm Roberts. Today we are here and we are going to learn how to cook red and fried plantain. And if we have much time, we add rice to it. So with the ingredients we have here, we have black-eyed beans, which is already cooked right here. It takes longer time in cooking, so I prepped this before coming. We also have here our plantain cuts already. That's the ripe plantain. This is how plantain looks like. It's like banana. So I have it cut ready here. I also have here chopped onions. I have chopped tomatoes. And then I have Mary's tomato mix sauce here, which we are going to add to it. We also have here palm oil, which is what we use in making red authentically. And then we have here our canola oil for frying our plantain. So now we are going to start to make our red, okay? So what you need is you need your pot, your wooden spatula, what else? Your stove as usual. So we are about to start our red. We are heating up the pan. Okay, so now we have our pot on. We are going to add our red. That's the palm oil in the pan. So I put in like half cup, okay. Malcolm, grab me the onions. Yeah. The red oil, it's like olive oil, so you don't want it to burn too much. Yes. Pour them in. Yeah. Uh-oh. It's okay. And then and whilst we are waiting for the onions to sweat a bit, we will start we will start putting our rice on the fire because it takes a little bit longer before it gets done. So Malcolm, I need 1 cup of rice in that pot. One cup of rice in there. And then bring me 2 cups of water on it. Now our onions is sweating very well, and I love it. We add a little bit salt to our rice. Okay, now we are going to add our diced tomatoes to the sweat onions. I love tomatoes. And guys, you know what? This is fresh from my garden, so it's really good. And with this meal that I am going to make, it's like very favorite meal for students in Ghana, like university students, high school students. Like, it's very, it's not expensive to make it. And I quite remember each time when I was in my junior high, whenever school finishes, I can't wait to get home to have this. It's really good, and it tastes delicious. Okay. Malcolm, give the rice a little bit stir. Okay. So it doesn't stick in the bottom. Perfect. Let's cover it. Tell you guys, this meal doesn't take much time. It's like fast food, Ghanaian fast food. So now that we are boiling down our tomatoes a little bit, we are going to start to fry our plantains because we want everything to be ready at once. And I'm also going to add a little bit of my tomato sauce, Mary's tomato sauce. It has ginger, garlic, onions. You could see I have the ginger, garlic, ginger, garlic. Everything is in here and tomatoes. So I'm going to add a little bit to the sauce we have in the pan, like half cup. And trust me, this sauce does so many things. You can cook jollof with it. You can make a whole bunch of stuff with it. So Malcolm, pour in our oil.
All of it? Or
It's right there. Okay. So pour everything in there. Perfect. And with this type of bean stew, you can choose to use any oil that you want. You can use coconut oil. You can use olive oil. You can use canola oil, any oil that you want. But authentically, we cook it with palm oil. Palm oil, yeah. And with this palm oil, the tree, we don't toss anything out of it. Everything that comes from that tree is useful. We can make palm wine out of it. We use the tree, we mash it up, and then we mix it with, mud, and build houses with it. So everything that comes from this product, it's really, really helpful. We don't toss anything out of it. We use it in so many ways. Okay. Okay, Malcolm, I need a cup.
a cup?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes. So
Cup of
add
that?
3 cups to that. The beans, I always like buying it down a bit. I always like buying it dry, and then I cook it myself. I soak it overnight or like in the morning. So like 1 or 2 hours before I cook it. And it tastes really good. You can also get it from can that is already cooked. And you make your red bread with it. This is vegan, no meat added. Now I leave this into your hands. You stir it so it doesn't get sticky at the bottom. Occasionally, okay. So our rice is almost done. We are waiting for our oil to get hot a bit before we pour in our plantain. And everything is good to go. So you see how it's fast food? And when I was growing up, we didn't used to prepare it like this. When I was growing up, you just boil the beans like this. You add your salt to it. And then you eat it with just the red oil. But we infuse it with like onions, ginger, and stuff. So you just add it to it, and then you add gari, which I call it cassava couscous. It's cassava grated, and then pan roasted, so it looks like couscous. And this one, you can eat it raw. You can make, You can have it for snack. You make a cereal, you add your milk, your sugar to it, and then normally we add crunchy peanuts to it, and it's a how do you call it? You can have it like a porridge or a cereal, yeah. And then anyway, so we add that to the beans, and then you add, if your parents are rich, they add plantain to it for you. If the parents aren't rich, you just have just that and the gari, and you are good to go. That's your carb and your protein. You are good to go. But now it has become more fancier, and like people will add chicken to this, will add any type of meat they want to this. But I usually do keep it the old school way like that. Because the beans alone, it's heavy and it has full of protein already, so it doesn't need any protein, right? Perfect. So we are going to drop in our plantain. Let me add a little bit salt to it. So I usually don't add salt to my plantains when I am frying them. I fry it after I add salt to it. But when I was growing up, you give it a little bit shake of salt before you fry it, okay? So. I like to do my plantain in deep frying because I find that it cooks faster and it doesn't absorb much oil. Now I can smell the red. But when you make it like this, after it's done like this, anything you want to add, if you want to throw in other vegetables, you are welcome to do it. Any vegetable of your choice, you can add it to it. Why is it red? Okay, so when you fry the plantain, it becomes like brownish color. And then we use the red oil to make it, so we just call it red. We just call it red. And normally, like the way I said, when I was growing up, we didn't make it this way, it's just this. And then the fused oil of the red oil, we just added to it, and then the gari is white. So the gari absorbs the oil, like it changes color, and the whole thing become like, is it orange or red? So we just call it the red. Okay. When I am making stews especially, I always wait till last minute before I add salt. And I don't add too much salt to it the first day I cook it. I just add a little bit, because when it stays till the following day, it becomes more saltier. So that is what my mom taught me. She said when you cook the first day, don't add salt to it for your satisfaction taste that day, but just a little bit, and then the following day it will be well balanced like the way you want it, you know. Because we normally cook like for large families and stuff, so we always cook and then have leftovers for a day or two. And also all the ingredients that I used, you can just walk into any African groceries in Halifax and you will get them. Even you can get some from Walmart, Superstore, and you know, so it's not hard to come by the ingredients. Plantain stew, you can make plantain chips with it. You can make, like you can make so many stuff with it. You can make like the way you can use banana for banana bread, you can use this one also. But this one, when we make, we put spices into it. You can just cut them like this and add spices to it and then fry it. And it's like #1 street snacks in Ghana in the evening, like late night snacks. It's really good. You can also boil it, like steam it, mash it like potatoes. You can also make fufu out of it. Like you can do so many things, so many things with it. Okay, so this is the red res. This is the outcome of it. You can see it now. And then this is our outcome of the fried plantain. See, nice and golden brown. And then our rice is also here and it's ready. So now everything is done. So I think I will dish some out for us to see how it looks like. And I also like basil a lot. So things like this, I would just throw in basil or something, like any. I really like the flavor. That is it. It's all done. It doesn't take much time, right? Thank you. A big thank you to Halifax Library for allowing us to have our cooking show here. Thank you so much for having us, and we love to see you guys again.